Now that you guys have watched the trailer, let's get into the tournament logistics. This tournament is going to be a 64-player tournament with 8 groups of 8, and each group will be completely randomized. This random selection is going to be done on a live draw on this channel after all 64 participants have been decided. After the live draw is done, that will be your group stage. Your group stage games, you will play 4 games each. The 4 games will be B tier, C tier, A tier, and then B tier. So in order to prove that you are the best Dune player, you must prove mastery within all 3 tiers. Now, let's go on to the scoring. The scoring will be 6, 3, 2, 1 for first, second, third, and fourth, respectively. And then within your group stage, if you finish first or if you finish second, you will advance to the playoffs. As mentioned, the top 2 players of each group will advance to the playoffs. Now, if you finish first, you will be seeded differently than if you finish second. If you finish first, you and the other 7 players who also finish first will be randomly grouped into 2 games. If you win in one of those 2 games, you will get sent directly to the finals. So congrats, you made it to the finals. If you lose, however, do not worry, you still get a second chance to, make it to the finals. So the winners will get sent directly to the finals, and the losers will wait and see who the 2 winners from the runner-ups are. So if you were a second place in your group stage, you will play in the runner-up seed. In the runner-up seed, it will again be 2 games of 4 players each, and the winners will advance while the losers are all eliminated. The 2 winners from the runner-ups will fight against the 6 losers of the group toppers, I guess that's what I call them. So those 8 players will play again into 2 groups of 4, and the winners of those 2 games will advance to the finals and meet the winners of the original top 8 finishes. So that's basically going to be how it's going to be determined in order to make it to the final table. And now let's go on to how each game is going to be played. Each game will be snake draft of both leader and position, and there will be 5 leaders that you select from, all on the same row. You will get to see the row, you will get to see the contracts, you will get to see everything, and then you will get to choose your leader or position depending on your draft pick order. All of this data will be collected and submitted within Dune Ranked, so no more Excel sheets. It'll all be updated on Dune Ranked, with the help of Rogerio. So thank you, Rogerio. Now, let's quickly explain the difference between the current community mod and the mod that we are going to be playing with. The mod that we are going to be playing with has no replacements of 1-costers. There are just going to be the 1-costers, just without their replacement mechanic. Then, the 3 cards that were originally added, which were Esmar Tuic, Sardaukar Legion, and Negotiated Withdrawal, are all banned. They're going to be replaced with some 3 cards that I find are a little bit more fun. Show of Strength, Rebel Supplier, and Ecological Testing Station. These 3 cards are coming back, and the cool thing is that with Show of Strength, each time you play Show of Strength legally, meaning you play it with when you actually have more troops in your combat than all of the other opponents, there will be $2 added to the prize pool. If you play Show of Strength with Mahayam, that also counts. What does not count is if you play Show of Strength with Dispatch and Envoy, or if you play Show of Strength with Emperor's Invitation. Those are not what I would consider legal uses of Show of Strength. Obviously, you still get the 2 card draw and everything, but it just would not count towards the prize pool. So all I want to see is just some Show of Strength action. But with that, let's continue. Finally, let's talk about registration. How do you get into this tournament? The first 64 players to sign up will get a spot reserved for them in the Colosseum. After the first 64, then you will be on a wait list. If a player from the top 64 decides to drop out, then the 65th member and the 66th member will get a chance to preserve a spot in this Colosseum. The link to register is in the description below. Make sure you have also downloaded Tabletop Simulator. You don't need to have the mod, but obviously the mod will be sent out into the Console's Discord server, so go ahead and join that too when it is published. Obviously, you do not need any sort of Excel file or anything because the whole tournament will be streamed on Dune Ranked. Anytime there is an update to the standings or anytime there is a game that is inputted, it'll all be reflected on Dune Ranked. So we're just happy there is no more Excel. And with that, welcome to the Colosseum.